Like, we literally shared a wall with that guy, and he was just over there just making bombs.
Neighbors in Utah County say they're stunned after dozens of homemade explosive devices were pulled from an apartment. Those residents speaking tonight to KSL after being forced to evacuate so the bomb squad could clear the building. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Daniel Woodruff, in for Dan Rascone.
And I'm Ashley Moser. Now, police telling us those bombs were found in Orem. They were wrapped in shrapnel and capable of mass casualties. Well, tonight we are learning new details about the man behind those explosives, who now faces upwards of 70 charges for weapons of mass destruction. News
specialist Andrew Adams has been delving into court records today for any possible clues. Andrew, what have you learned?
Well, unfortunately, court records do not provide a ton of answers. There was a conviction in 2023, discharge of a firearm. That was a Class B misdemeanor, but otherwise, his record looks fairly clean. Neighbors here just beside themselves.
That is the craziest thing we've seen here. Just never thought something like that would happen to me.
In a place where neighbors tend to keep to themselves.
We saw kind of a police car park right here, and then another one right behind it.
It was hard to ignore what was going on just outside her window.
And we're like, oh my gosh, what is that?
Megan Feckety says officers were converging on her apartment building.
And they were like, police, we're coming in, we have a warrant. And we're like, oh shoot.
The sound was coming from next door, and the situation grew even more alarming when police showed up at her door.
They're like, hey, you need to evacuate, grab all your important things, leave right now.
Investigators from Provo later painted a disturbing picture of what they uncovered.
Bomb-making materials were found, as well as 72 homemade explosive devices.
Officers say they were led to the apartment after a response to a road rage incident in this mall parking lot, where a witness said a driver had brandished a gun.
The driver of the vehicle was an Eric Whitaker.
Detectives say Whitaker had a firearm, multiple magazines of ammo, and 4 improvised explosive devices in the car with him, not unlike those later recovered from his apartment.
There's only one intent for an anti-personnel fragmentation grenade, and that's to cause mass harm and mass casualties.
If something had gone wrong in his process or whatever, we would have just probably been gone. Just totally leveled the building with that many.
Neighbors are just grateful the ordeal ended this way.
So it's just who knows what he was planning?
After an explosive scare that unfolded simply too close to home.
Usually they're not real, but it's no, this one was, and there were so many, and it's scary.
Well, according to jail documents, Whitaker first characterized these devices as fireworks and then as flares, but investigators say they had things like nails and BBs in them. Whitaker is being held without bail at the Utah County Jail. Back to you guys.
All right, Andrew Adams live for us tonight. No doubt, so scary for that neighborhood. Glad it ended the way it did. Andrew, thank you.